Kids, I'm kidding. It's working, but I'm not happy with this. Not this. I'm not happy with this unit. This unit. We'll talk about this. Actually, it's not this unit. This is the transmitter, the receiver, which is here, which I can't show you unless I put a camera here. But yeah, so business first. I need to copy and paste this link, send it to my customer, because we're working on his guitar. We are going to be working on his guitar. Where is he? Okay, this guy says thank you. Okay, let me just give him a thumbs up. Another customer. And this customer, he also says thanks. So let's give him a thumbs up and copy and paste. Like that. Okay. Just about now he's receiving this. Let's see. Okay, so we got a lot of work to do, kids, okay? And I don't know where to start. In fact, I already started. So, we are doing a modification of a guitar. It's a valuable guitar. It's like I think it's like a $5,000 guitar. Let me check here. I gotta update the work order anyway. So, whoop. Declared value $4,000. Okay, almost 5. With inflation, we can call it 5. I guess he paid 4 quite a few years ago. This is the gig bag. It says right here, Kelly, Carmine Street Guitars. Okay. The man who built this guitar is Rick Kelly. And the guitar's right here. But this isn't the neck that he made. The neck that he made has been replaced with this neck. And this neck is a Music Craft Fender style neck. The reason why it's been replaced is because this customer, the owner of this guitar, really wanted a really, really thick neck. This is a 1-inch thick from top to bottom. Okay. No taper. No thickness taper. It's tapered this way, right? But not that way. It's thick throughout. But we're not here to talk about the neck. We're here to figure out this thing about these pickups, which we're not happy about. So I'm gonna have to show you a close-up, and no one's watching me yet. Well, it is a live stream. Let's see, is it public? So they changed things around. Where's the edit button now? It just drives me nuts. It was working fine before. They had to just change the entire interface. Stream settings. Let's see. Public. Yeah, okay. And we can edit. Viewer activity. Stream health. It says excellent. So, and still no one's watching. Should I wait? No. I'm not gonna wait. Got work to do. Okay, I have been working all day non-stop. Okay, and this is the guitar now that's here. So there is a misalignment. And oh look, he's texting. Let's see what he says. Maybe I'll read the text, maybe not. Maybe he'll tell me, thanks, can't wait. Excited to see what you do and looking forward to playing the Beast. Okay, so he calls this guitar the Beast. He gave it a name. But now let me show you the problem. We'll need this camera as well. So the only camera that is practical for this purpose is my phone. The purpose of showing you the problem. But we'll still need this camera, so I need to get it ready for later. Okay, so the phone is going to capture the image and I'll be able to show it to you. Okay, so just bear with me. Alright, so let's try to do this. First time I'm doing this on a live stream. Okay, so we have this, so let's do this close up. You can see that this isn't aligned perfectly with the pole pieces. And here it's like this. If we look straight down, it's like this. And here if we look straight down, it's off. Straight down, the middle. Okay, we have this X sign here. Okay, that's the middle. And this is the middle here. Okay, so you can see there is in fact a misalignment. Now these pickups are the same in terms of pole spacing, but the string spacing is wider here than here, right? Because the nut is narrower than the bridge. So the customer wants to install these pickups. Freilen. Now these pickups are hand wound, I think. And you can see there's only one of them inside because I removed the other one. And I'll explain why. It's right there. First, I wanted to take the cover off, but why didn't I put this back inside? Well, because these pickups are, they have alnico magnets. Now, one thing about alnico magnets is you can change the charge of an alnico pickup by placing another magnet. You can change the charge of an alnico magnet by placing another magnet too close to it. You can even demagnetize it or change the polarity, all sorts of things. So it really boggles the mind why people who make pickups and who know this, right? Why they put two pickups back to back inside of a one single box like this. So this is just the cover now, like that. So I don't think you're supposed to do that, which is why when I removed this one, took it out of the box, I am not going to be putting it back inside the box next to the other pickup. I hope that makes sense. So here, for now it can be here, and this one is away from it. Now let's talk about this. So this is a pickup cover from the new bridge pickup, and the pole pieces are further apart than the pole pieces on the new, not that's the old, right, on the new Freilen neck pickup. So this is the cover we're using to take measurements and do whatever we need to do. So what needs to be done? Well, I've done some preliminary work. I prepared some stuff and I thought through. Okay, so everything starts with planning, and I've done that to some extent. So now we start working. I need to transfer these positions, pole pieces, to a piece of paper. And also, if you excuse me, I'm actually waiting on a text. Oh, I just got it. And thumbs up. Also, a customer might come to pick up a banjo, which is there. It's the banjo I was servicing last week, I think. Still hasn't picked it up. He'll pick it up today. And I was doing a live stream. So let me think through this again. We could do this, all right? So here I have a soldering iron, which I will need later, so I don't want to heat it up yet. And I have these boards, so I just need one of them for this. And let's see if I can use a Post-it note, or maybe I should use a tape. Why don't we use a tape? Let me check. Like I said, I did think through, but I haven't figured out everything just yet. So this tape is good, the narrow one. And now all we are going to do is, you know what? I don't like this. I should use something else. Let me think. Oh, how about this? Plastic? Yeah, that's good. Okay, the reason why I use plastic is because I want the tape to stay sticky. All right, and the first thing I'll do is I will draw a line through the center. It doesn't have to be exactly dead center, but just good enough. So let me just mark off center here, and draw a straight line with a ruler. That's pretty simple. Some people can't do that, can't even do that, as in draw a straight line with a ruler, but you know, most people can. And now I'm just going to use the pickup cover. This moved a little bit. It's good enough. I just need the positions of the pole pieces, like that, the 6 pole pieces. That's it. So this is what I have now. This is prepped. It looks like this, okay? Yeah, that's how I did it. So we'll need this in a moment. But now we need to do some work on the guitar. I am going to have to remove the pickups, but I need to keep the strings on. Maybe. Let me think. I'll put a tape here. Let me think. Which tape? Maybe this tape, or maybe the yellow tape. I kind of like the yellow tape because you can draw on it. It's a little stickier, but I think this finish can handle it. All right, so yeah, just let's take this tape, a piece, and now go this way. And pull it through. Hold on. Okay. And it's a bit dusty, and I want it to be a bit dusty, It's just going to be easier to remove this tape later, I guess. Okay, so now we have this. What else do we need? We have the 6 holes for the 6 points of the bridge. And they are right under the strings, okay? And now I need some kind of rectangular thing, like a little, maybe a blank nut. Let me see. How about that? This. Okay. So that I can transfer the positions of the strings. I basically project them down at a 90-degree angle onto this tape. I hope that makes sense. So here I place this against the string and I hold it down, and this is a 0.3 millimeters mechanical pencil. I draw a line like this, okay? And I want to do the same here. Okay. Our goal is to align the pole pieces with the strings. I'm not going to draw a line for each and every string. I just want to draw a line for the 2 outer strings. Now, this one is thicker, and we are going to compensate for that. So first, let me draw the outer edge of this string here and here. Okay. So we know the thickness of this string. Here it's kind of like aligning with this dirty spot, but I know that we are here. Okay. So I think this is good now. So let me think. Is it time to remove the strings? I guess so. Yeah, I think so. All right, so let's do it. We're about to remove the string. So look at that. I got 4 people watching. Okay, so welcome to the show. Again, this is unrehearsed, unedited, because you are watching a live stream, or in the future, people will be watching a replay of this. And I need to just think, right? So let me think. And this is, here's what I'm thinking. It would be beneficial to also project the strings here and here. Okay, so further away from here, so that we get a more accurate projection of the string. So now I am going to put some tape there as well. See, I just have the tape here. Yeah, I'll just eyeball it. So here's what I'm seeing. So the width of the tape will be about this much, okay? And let me just mark it off here, show a little bit less. About this much. Okay. It doesn't need to be 100% straight. I just want to make sure that it fits here. So we'll take this, put it through, and pull it. There. And we'll do the exact same thing on this side. We might need this tape for something else. Let's place it here for now. So, same thing. We use this square piece of bone. It's guitar nut blank to project this string onto the tape and the outer edge of this string. Okay, so this is better. So I'll be able to draw a line from here, from this point to this point, and continue in this direction using a straight edge. So now, I believe now we can remove the strings, we can remove the bridge, we can remove the pickups. Now before I remove the pickups, I always take pictures of the wiring. I already did. I'm going to take some more. Just want to make sure I have everything documented. So here we have it's very simple. So once again, I can just show you a close-up here now with my phone. I just mirror my phone. Okay, so here we're looking at the switch. So this is, I believe this is the bridge pickup, and this is the neck pickup right there. So, and I can take pictures. So let me go to photo. And here, I take photos. And obviously, they're soldered to this. But I already took pictures. There's nothing more. Okay, so take another picture. Okay. Enough. So what's happening? Oh, okay. Okay. So, so now we can start warming up our soldering iron. Okay. As we remove the strings. Okay. You know, with things like this, you do need to stop and think. It's a little more nerve-wracking to do it while live streaming, right? Because I need to keep the flow of the live stream, and I want to make sure I don't forget to do something, because I don't want to be putting the strings back on, which is what I'll have to do if I forgot something. And that would be annoying, to say the least. So I will not be removing the strings through the bridge. I will just remove the entire bridge and the strings altogether. and I might place the same strings back. So now we want to unscrew. No, we want to remove the springs. That's it. Oh man, I'm too old for this. Okay, so let's do that. Remove the springs. So here they are. I hate it when it's so short. Not all springs are the same. Okay, so if we remove the springs, oh, look at this. These are the screws from the P90 pickup. You see them? So if I focus, these are the screws from the P90. Well, that's how the guitar was made. It's all right. I guess when I install the new pickup, it'll be the same unless I cut the screws a little bit short. Okay, so this is valuable, right? So now we just want to remove these. You know what? I have a longer one. And we always want to start by hand because it's uncertain. I just want to feel. Yeah. All right. Because the machine has no feelings, right? Here they are. And now we remove the entire bridge. That's it. Okay. And I can untangle the strings from the headstock as well. And remove the whole thing. And then we are going to remove the neck as well. We might have to use a set of sacrificial strings. I don't know yet. But this is here now. Okay, so let's remove this neck as well. Okay. So I think I assembled this guitar on one of our live streams. That's what I think I did. A year ago, maybe? I gotta check. Okay, and once again, this is a Music Craft neck. It says right here, Music Craft. Quarter sawn. You can see this. I don't know why these cameras don't focus sometimes. I think it wants to focus on those, on the logo in the background. Oh, please, I want to show you this. Okay, it's quarter sawn. Okay, so let's put the neck here. And now we can remove the pickups. Let's see. Okay. Okay, I believe that this one is, what did I say, the bridge pickup? There you go. And then we have one more here. And I believe this is the neck pickup. So let's remember that. So this pickup that was here has a longer lead wire like this exposed. And I believe that this is the bridge pickup. I need to remove the shielding wire. There you go. Okay, like that. So I believe this is the neck, bridge. Bridge is long. Neck is short. I'm talking about these two pieces. Long is bridge, I think. We'll soon find out. Long is bridge, right? That's what I said. And now let's remove this. And now is the moment of truth. We'll find out if I was right. No, that's short. Okay. All right. Okay, so now I want to make a quick diagram here. So, yeah. All right, so we have the two pots, and we have the switch. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then here, 1, 2, 3, 4. So the short one was here. So this is going to be the neck pickup. And the long one was here. So this is going to be the bridge pickup. I'm sorry. No, this is the bridge pickup. Bridge pickup. And this is our neck pickup here. That's the diagram. Am I right? Bridge. We just removed the bridge pickup. That was here. The long one was there. Here. It's complicated. And now let's remove this pickup. We're changing both, but also we need a flat surface for the routing templates. Templates, more than one. Well, it's kind of one. It's going to be a segmented template. You'll see what I mean. Now look at this. So here he used short screws where you have all this wood, and here he used long screws. It should have been the other way around, right? Okay. Oh yeah, so this, I remember this when I was setting up the guitar. We can barely move this. It's stuck. I couldn't even set up this pickup right. I remember now when I was working on this guitar. So I guess we have to fix this as well. Oh man. You know those custom-made guitar, custom shop, whatever, artisanal guitars? As you can see, they can be a nightmare to work on. Can't even remove this thing. Okay. Barely. And now we pull this out. We can do better. Okay. So we see some debris here, which means that's an opportunity to do some vacuuming. Well, my stool is here. Okay. Let's see. Am I reading this correctly? JL Trem. This reminds me of a Fender Stratosonic. Oh, I'm not familiar with Stratosonics. Yes, doctor. Yeah. Okay, I am doing a live stream if you don't mind. You want to check out the banjo? Yeah, check it out. Take your time. Should I put it here? Okay, cool. And just take your time. It's probably out of tune by now, a little bit. Oh, I see. That's my humidifier, right? Yeah, yeah. Yeah, check it out. I'll give you a tuner. Oh yeah, it's out of tune. So take as much time as you need. Have a seat. Okay, vacuuming. Sorry about the noise. This is a nice and cute vacuum cleaner. So kids are gonna have to, you know, do like a little multitasking. Okay. So those lines are still visible. And now I'm going to put another tape right here. So, oh, I could put this one, right? We don't need a fresh piece. Would it save this? Yeah, just like that. This is not even straight. Did he do this freehand? Okay, let's place it here. Okay, and now let's draw some lines. So like I said, this A line is the outside of the low E string here and here. So we'll just draw a little bit inside. I mean, I'll just eyeball it, to be honest with you. Half the thickness of the string from here to here. And we're good. And let me just, let's make sure that this line is visible here and here. Like that. So now, I'll just take a straight edge. So this is really straight. And we'll just draw 2 lines. So I'm connecting from here to here. Am I doing this right? So we wanted to... Oh yeah. Yeah, I am doing this right. And this I will use a pen to draw this. Okay. Here. And here. Excuse me, I do need to do this. So, what do you think? Yeah? No, did you watch the live streams?
I watched the
First one, yeah. So I did have an issue with the string, you know, tying the things. You know, this isn't made for nylon strings, I guess. So I kind of explained it in the live stream. But, you know, it worked out. Yeah. Yeah, if you have any issues, just shoot me a text. Okay. Let me see. Let me just remove this tag. I'll be right back. Just need to check something. Because this is the middle of my work day, right? I'm working. Done. The done pile. Let me just check, double check that it's right. Yeah, it is. Invoice. Same. So, okay. So the numbers are the same. Okay. So, let me see. Uh, 514. So it's going to add the tax, right? So this is it. And then right here. In the middle. Yeah. Paid. So here, if you want to email or text receipt or print or whatever, but you keep the invoice. So if you have any issues, just shoot me a text. That's the first time for me, you know, doing this. So, and how's the steam? Steampunk, is that steam? Yeah. Send receipt. That's it. All right. Here's the bad boy. Thank you very much. Bye-bye. All right. Okay, add customer. Why is it asking me to add a customer? I don't get it. Yeah, that's not it. Okay, I don't know. Okay, I can turn this off now. We won't need it anymore today. Back to this business, and that's my humidifier. Oh, I can unplug this. Let me see. Oh, let me finish this. So here and here. So this is where the strings are passing. And it's pretty much aligning with, kind of, with these holes. I hope it's okay, right? So this, which is which now? They're both the same, right? This one was here. And we can clearly see that there is a misalignment. But this also moves in this direction or this direction. So which way was it? We don't know anymore. Well, we won't worry about that, right? So I think I need to remove all this now. Yeah. So let's remove these wires from here. And this. So let's see what kind of output jack they installed. Is it a Switchcraft or is it a cheapo Chinese output jack? What do you think? $4,000 guitar, custom made. Take a guess. Put it in the comments. Let me put the... Oh, I gotta mark this paid in full. So it's a $4,000 guitar with a lot of hype because it was made by Carmine Street Guitars in New York City. So what kind of output jack does the guitar have? Switchcraft, the good one, Switchcraft, or cheapo Chinese? I think I know because there's a clue. I'll tell you what the clue is. The clue is this. Okay? This is the clue. So have you put in the comments? Let me see. Let me see. It had better be a Switchcraft. Dr. Bob Perron says, better be. So I will reveal it. So this is the clue, right? You see? Switchcraft. Because only a Switchcraft will fit on these. Okay? So that's that. So let me remove this. And I'll show you the logo. Apparently, not all Switchcraft jacks have a logo. Someone commented the other day. So you can see the Switchcraft logo here. But we are equipped, so Let's document this historic moment. We can see it right there. You see? Switchcraft. Yeah. So only a Switchcraft will fit these, okay? Not the Chinese, cheapo Chinese one. Okay, so that was, like I said, that was the clue. Like, you know, I spoke too soon when I said, oh, I wonder which jack is there. And then I realized, well, it can only be a Switchcraft. So that's that. Let's place these bad boys here. Let's pull this out. And remove these. So what do we have here? Probably metric. Probably this size. Yes, you see, that's experience. Now don't ask me what size it is. It's 2 millimeters. Okay. Switch tip. It's a 3-way switch, obviously. And now we remove these 2 screws. So yeah, we need to strip the guitar to do all the routing and all. And you know, as the old Chinese proverb goes, we are going to measure twice before we do. Measure twice, route once. And now these. Okay. So that's what it takes, you know, to mod a guitar. And this wire, we can just leave it here. That's fine. It doesn't hurt to leave it there. Okay, that's that. Let's put, you know what, I want to put the ring nuts on the pots. Right here. Yeah, man, it's time consuming. Someone's got to do it. Oh, by the way, you know, there's news and developments, right? I was mentioning, hold on, let me show my face, that, you know, this is a custom guitar. So I can't promise anything yet, but it seems to be going in that direction. I might have a partner soon, right? We want to build guitars together, so it's a potential partner for now, right? And it's a she. It's a she. It's a she. She's a she. Okay. So she worked at Gibson, I believe, building necks, and she also worked for a guy in Nashville building guitars there. And then she started developing her own model or models. I'm not too sure. But anyway, I've been wanting to build guitars, to get back into building you know, and seems like an opportunity. Maybe we work together. She seems to be very serious, so we are going to have a meeting, Zoom call on Monday again, and try to figure out if we can get this started soon. So the fabrication would take place at the other shop in Brooklyn, not here. But the finishing work, as in setups, you know, final assembly, would take place here, because here's where I have all these tools. Okay, so I feel like I need a mental break from this. I need to make sure that I do everything right on this one. So measure twice. So I just had another idea. Yeah, and check out her Instagram. So it's oda.luthier. That's it. Oda is ODA.luthier. So she was posting on that Instagram account as a, you know, personal diary kind of thing. But you can see that she's, you know, skilled, which is what I need. So it's not a tight neck pocket. You know, his routing is like, meh. Oh, is he watching? Whatever. So I'm going to put the neck back. And I'm going to project the two sides of the neck using a, you know, straight edge. I might put the strings back. Oh, I'm tired. Kids have been working all day. And yesterday, and the day before. And I'm also working on content. And I'm also working with our good friend, Dr. Kevin Hausen, a retired research scientist from Boeing. We are working on the, you know, FretLab Pro software. It takes a lot of energy and time. So this is what I want to do now. This is a straight edge, right? Now, like I said, this neck pocket, well, now I tightened it. So let me loosen these a little bit. Yeah. So here's the thing. This isn't passing through the center of this screw. You see that? It's passing through the center here. That's the string, how I projected it. So it appears that my alignment is off, but the strings are coming off of the neck. So I believe that these 6 holes are not in alignment with the neck pocket. Okay, that's my conclusion. And now I'm going to just place this here. And let's see if we can conclude anything. I am just going to use the pencil so we can erase it. Oh, this moved. Okay, so the side of the neck is passing through the middle here. Not quite, a little bit off to this side. And now let's see if we have the same situation here. Oh no, not at all. See, it's a nightmare to work on these guitars. It's a real nightmare. I hate working on these guitars. Right. So you can see here that line that's in the middle of the screen now, where the X is. That's the projection of the side of the neck. Now the other side, the projection is here. So, okay. On the bass side, it seems to be going almost through the middle, through the center of this. And on the treble side, not even close. So I am definitely going to measure twice before I do any cutting and routing. So this is the new pickup cover. Let me see this. So if it goes here, and now we have this red thread. Okay, I stretch it from the nut across here. And I hit the screw hole. What about on this side? Well, yeah, it seems to be okay. But it's not supposed to be okay. I'm supposed to be enlarging this. I don't know, kids. And then we have the other pickup cover, which is for the neck pickup. So here's what I'm thinking. I should install these pickups using the same cavities and same holes, screw holes, and put the strings back on and see where it's at. But the problem is that, you know, this doesn't really fit inside. So I still need to route this a little bit so that it, you know, it fits, because here I'm bending this cover now. It's ridiculous. Can't even put it inside. So I guess this cover is a little bit larger than the one that was here before. All right, so I need to route this first. Just enlarge it a little bit. And we'll leave this one as it is for now. And then we'll see what we get. I think that sounds reasonable. So we don't need this. Like I said, I'm too old for this. I think that's a good plan. Does anyone have a better idea? Well, at the end, I'm responsible for the guitar, so I need to follow my ideas, my own ideas. So this is where, you know, things can go wrong, and we really need to think about everything. And as you can see, these pole pieces are closer together. Now I'll show you. So let me remove this first. And if we pull this one out, this is the neck pickup. See, this doesn't fit. Okay. Oh, sorry. Dust. Did I lose track of this now? No, that's the neck pickup. Let's make sure. What does it say? Neck. Yeah, okay. So neck pickup goes in the box for now. But not the cover. I need the cover. Kids, see what I need to do to survive. I'm getting tired. I was up late last night working on the software. Now, when I say that I was working on the software, I'll tell you what that means. That means that I was beta testing, not coding for sure. Okay. I do have a template for a P90. Let me see. Yeah, it's much bigger. It's got to have some space. I don't know, kids. I'm thinking, okay? I can't narrate all of my thoughts. might just use this template. For both. So I was going to do like a segmented template. I was going to tell you what that meant. But now I'm thinking, maybe not. So I will use the double-sided tape, kind of like tape and super glue trick, instead of an actual double-sided tape. And I like to use the yellow tape for this purpose. Okay. And let me measure this up. Yeah, about here. Perfect. See, this just shows that sometimes, you know, you can think it through one way, but until you're actually working on the project, you don't really know what the best way of execution is. And here I have overlapping tape, and I don't want that under any circumstances, so I'm going to trim it off. This part that's overlapping. Right there. Okay, cool. Now, now we need to put tape here, around here. Well, here, yeah, okay. Let me see. Yeah. So I know it's overlapping here, but this is uneven anyway. Okay. And here. So this wood is uneven. You can feel the wood grain and stuff, it's wavy. And I'll put a tape here over this. Yeah, so it will be overlapping. Okay. So let's say we want to avoid it, but when it's unavoidable, well, then it's unavoidable. And this goes here. Okay, and we want to trim this. We'll be rounding this off anyway. Okay. Okay. So before we do any routing, let's look at this again. Which one is which now? Bridge, neck. So we have a little gap around the pickup. Let me take a picture. Is this good to go? So I need approval from the customer. Okay. I think so. I think it's good to go. I know he's watching. I think he is, because he says he's a bit late for the live stream, so, or he said it, you know. Mm. While I wait for this approval, you know what? I could put a little bit of tape here as well. So it's overlapping here, so I just put a spacer here, like that. Okay, right here, in between. So now it's at the same level. Same thing here. That's it. Oh, perfect. Perfect width. Okay. So we have this. Yeah. And I am simply going to eyeball it. So I'm just going to trim around like an equal amount. How else? Now this guitar does seem to have a center line. It's made of two pieces. Yeah, look at that. You can't tell. So that's well made. You can't tell. Oh, here you can kind of tell. And you can tell inside when you look at the... So, is that really in the middle? I don't know. Maybe. But I have a center line here on this template. Okay, so where is my super glue? Oh, I have some right here. Okay, let's do this. So we'll try to do as much as we can today, and the rest next time. All right, let's do this. Okay, so we have super glue. This is the gel type super glue. Do we have enough? I hope. I need to buy some more, as you can tell. Is this going to be enough? But that's what we want. We want this kind of gel consistency. Yeah. All right, let's save this. I got more super glue. Okay. And now we're going to flip it, place it on top, and yeah, I'm eyeballing it. Same amount, all of it. Okay. So, this is it. So the cover is going to be registered to the two holes that are there, right? And I can still feel that it kind of moves, but it needs to completely solidify, right? The glue needs to solidify and dry out. Okay. I'm still able to shift and move. Still moving. All right. So let's leave it like this for a few minutes, and then we can start some real work, routing. So while this is doing its thing, let's check the router. Yeah, it's ready. Let me see. Okay. Yeah, that's good. All right. I'm going to leave it like this for a few minutes, and then we'll do some routing. One person watching. Oh, let me see if I got the approval. I was behind in the video, was watching from the start. I trust your judgment. Looks great from what I can see. Yeah, I'll just do it. Another message. Oh, okay. I got this message as well. All right, cool. I didn't get a reply from someone who was inquiring about guitar work. Okay. So, kids, let me get this ready. So the vacuum cleaner goes here. And I'm thinking about the other pickup now. So how are we going to route that? Okay, I think we can do this. Let me see if these guys are leaving. You guys are leaving?
Yes. Yeah, I'm going to show Dylan a couple of
Yeah. Okay.
procedure things, and then we'll do the normal.
No problem. Is that your first day here, right? Yeah.
First close.
First close. Yeah.
Ah, okay. Okay. So this is it. The router goes here. I'm just going to do a dry run like this just to make sure. Okay, everything feels comfortable. And let's get this camera ready. Side camera. And where's my phone? Okay, because this is going to be ready too for live switching between camera 2. This is camera 2. And then the overhead shot. So we have this. All right. This is good. Now we need to plunge it deeper. Let me see. Like that. A little deeper. Yeah, that's fine. And let's just do it. Okay, it's still not all the way down. We are about, less than 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so we want to plunge it a little bit deeper, and like that, and see if it reaches the bottom here. So I have an adjustment here, and we have touchdown. Not yet, almost. Oh yeah, it's scraping the bottom. Okay, that's it. So the bottom is uneven, so it was scraping over here but not in the middle. Let me see. Okay, it's scraping the bottom. Okay, fine. All right. Okay, we survived this one. Let's put the router away, check the battery. We're good. And now we remove our template. You can still smell the super glue. Come on. I was looking for something. So I do occasionally win super glue battles, but I don't think I'll ever win the super glue war against super glue. So just gotta be careful not to smear any super glue anywhere. And I can see a little bit here. It's still wet. It's fine. All right. So now we can leave all this tape here. There's no super glue anywhere. So there is super glue here. Okay, I can just let it dry out over here. So, as I was saying, I'm going to install. Now, when I say install, I don't mean install as in, oh, the soldering iron still plugged in. Okay, so I am not going to solder anything, but I'm just going to install the pickups mechanically, right? And then put the strings back on, the bridge back on with the strings, measure twice before I cut again. But we have to enlarge this because this pickup cavity was just too small. And I think that, so the plan was to move this pickup cavity, which is also very tight, you know, and one direction. So now because this template was in fact larger, we're not going to end up with an ugly gap, hopefully, right? Let's see. We still might have to use like a segmented template on this side, which I have the plates here. So we might have to build the template on the actual guitar. So this is a neck pickup. It says right here. So I need to remove this thing. And I'm going to write neck here, or just the letter N. I'm writing over wax. That's fine. And this is going in this direction through here. Now I'm not going to do what Kelly did and put the short screws here and long screws there. I'm going to do it, you know, the other way around. Oh, but we need to put the foam, the pickup foam, which, where did I put it? I had it somewhere. Oh, here. So we'll put fresh foam, but for now, let's just put this foam. Okay. So this is it. This is the foam instead of springs. And now we can actually adjust the pickup up and down. And like I said, I'll put the long screws through this one. If they fit, they do. Here and here. All right. So the new pickups came with a set of screws, obviously. Now, I'm just curious if they also came with a set of foam pads. So we'll look in the box. Let's see. Nah, you gotta buy that separate. It came with springs. Yeah. We're not gonna use springs. We're gonna use foam. Now these screws are longer. Okay, fine. Okay, so they don't include a set of foam pads. Oh, I thought I vacuumed. You saw me vacuum it. So, what do you know? I think that Kelly used a hand drill to drill these holes, not a drill press, and they are angled. So that's pulling the pickup at an angle. All right. But he doesn't have a drill press. Okay. And now let's just install the bridge pickup. So the other one is labeled N. We could just not label this one, but I am going to label it with a B. All right, bridge, pickup. All right, and now I remove this. This is old foam. I guess he didn't have good foam, so he just doubled it. Oh. Okay, there. We'll see how it's aligning with the strings. Yeah, so this is tighter, right? And it's very uneven the way it's routed. Kind of like, I think he routed without a template or something. Oh, I see. These screws are too short. Okay, whatever. Let's use the new screws. So I guess that's why he didn't use those screws here. So this owner of this guitar isn't worried about the collectability or resale value of this guitar. He just wants to play it and record with it, which is kind of what guitars are for, I think. Yeah, if you look it up in the dictionary, I don't think it says anything about collectors and, you know, dealers or speculators. It says about playing music. Okay. So now I need to trim the back here because we are going to reinstall this bridge. Okay. So we'll put the neck on first and then the bridge. And let me check something. Oh, this isn't gripping, so I think the screw holes are stripped. Oh, now I know. Yeah, that's why we had those splinters kind of like stuffed inside. And you can see that the screw holes are at an angle, so I think that he drilled with a hand drill, not with a drill press. Okay. Maybe I'll do it that way once, one day when I grow up. Yeah, you really want to make sure everything is aligning before you do irreversible damage to a guitar body. Uh, 9 p.m. I'm sleepy. And you know, I'm also working on content. Today I actually recorded another set of videos with a 3D scan of a Stingray, Sterling Stingray bass. I'm working on a customer's bass. It's fairly new, so I just thought, let's just record a review. And it was not a good review, not a favorable review. Oh, I think I published a short story on, oh no, story on Instagram or reel, whatever. Oh no, I recorded, I didn't publish it yet on Instagram. Okay, so now here's the bridge. And I can just put 2 screws. We don't need 6 of them. Yeah, I could use the drill for this, but it's too much work. I'm thinking, because there's like a gap here. Yeah, let's see. And I can't move it because of the screws. So maybe all we need to do is route it out with the same template, plug those holes, redrill new holes. I think that's what we're going to have to do. But it's got to be done in the right spot. Okay, good. Now, let's put the strings back. And then we'll know. Then we'll know what to do next. Yeah, it really helped to remove all this and just to look inside. I'm going to show you what I see. So once again, I need to mirror my phone. And camera. Video. Okay. So here we go. So here we're looking at this gap on this side. Do you see it? Yeah, I think you do. And if we look on this side, look at this corner. And there's no gap here. But wait a minute. I think actually the pickup actually needs to move in this direction, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, let's see. So, yeah, let's just see. I'm not sure anymore. Okay. I'll just put the strings back on. This is really annoying when it's tangled up like this. It's not fun, but someone's got to do it. Or I can just put a new set of strings. Okay, there you go. Where's my winder? I had it somewhere. Where did I put it? Oh, here it is. Okay. So we'll see. There was a live stream with a blue Partscaster telly. Same customer. So he had some bad luck with that body that he bought from a Guitar Mill, I think. It was just all misaligned and, you know, terrible. It ended up costing both of us. It costing me because, you know, I had to not charge him for all the time, but I did have to charge him for extra time. So we've been at this for an hour and 53 minutes and 33 seconds. Yeah. Okay, I'll be able to use the same strings. I'm trying to be, you know, look out for my customers' budget whenever possible. Sometimes it's not possible. Sometimes you gotta put new strings on. All right. So, oh. I'm gonna have to put some springs on the back. Let's not forget. So I just worked on a Fender Showmaster guitar. It kind of looks similar. And I don't know what the customer did with the neck, the original neck of this guitar. I guess he has it at home somewhere. Yeah, I think I told him to. I advised him to save it in case. I mean, he's not really concerned about the resale value of the guitar, but still, if you're gonna sell it one day and you have all the original parts, you get more money. Okay, that's it. We are doing it at an angle because it's going to be decked, and also this wire is soldered to this claw here. So, yeah. I know I'm awfully quiet. And let me remove these two screws a little bit. So that I can wiggle the pickup around. Well, they're not even. Yeah, they don't even. So we're gonna have to plug those screw holes. So he was just lazy. He just put some splinters there because he drilled the holes too big. But yeah, so now I can see that this pickup is moving in this direction and this direction. So I am able to get a better alignment now. Okay. And I'll show you. This time I will put a light here so you can see better. Okay, we're almost there, kids. Okay. So, yeah, it's not gonna be perfect because the string spread is wider, but we gotta push it all the way against this, and here we have a gap. And now when we look at these, this is how they are. Better alignment. And I can't remember if this is the wider string spread, which would be 2 3/16 of an inch, or 2 1/16 of an inch. So why don't we take a measurement and then we'll know. There's an easy way to find out. We take a measurement. Because if this is the wider string spread, oh, what am I talking about? I think that he bought, where is, yeah, I think that he bought the hardware for this. Yeah, it's right here. Because this looks like the wide string spread. And here it is, right? This is the new bridge. Yeah, baby. That's it. Let me double check everything. Kids, we are doing good business here. So I'm gonna have to plug those damn holes that he drilled with a hand drill because they are, well, misaligned. Is that the word? Yeah. Okay, so 0, 2 3/16. Yeah, and this is the better bridge that puts the strings over the pole pieces better. It's going to be 2 1/16 of an inch. So 2 1/16. That's it. All right. And that's gonna align the strings. Oh, yeah, perfectly. Okay, great. All right, so this is what needs to be done. So we can forget about those string projections. No, actually, they're aligning well with the strings and with the pull pieces. And we just need to remember that we have a gap here. That's going to look good, okay? I'm happy with this now. All right. So I think, well, since we are putting another bridge now, I do need to cut these strings. Okay, so I'll just cut them. There you go. All right. And this way, so now that pickup is in alignment exactly how it needs to be. I'm going to put the template around it. Okay. Or should we install the new bridge first? Let me think. Just to measure twice. Where did I put it? The needle nose pliers. Here they are. Man, these are so annoying. So some springs have longer, you know, hooks. There you go. Okay, and now we remove these. Okay. And this is our new bridge, so we don't need the whammy bar. We had a little bit of an audience, and then it dropped again. 3 people watching. Yeah, I'm not really like promoting this channel, so I think this channel will ever be popular. I think this is perfect. So what I'm looking at right now is this alignment against this part, and now I'm seeing the equal distance all around. Okay, so I won't have to use a segmented routing template. I'll just use this one, and that way it'll look equal, except that now this pickup is being pulled like this a little bit because of the way he drilled these holes. And I don't know if you know, if the customer wants me to address this. I just need to drill them out, insert wood plugs, and then drill again into the plugs. And that can add, well, that will add to the budget. So it's going to be up to him. So now, this looked good, but I want to make sure that everything is aligning. All right, so I'm thinking maybe I don't need to put strings on. I don't need to put strings on because I have this red string. Let's see if it comes with better springs. Hopefully. Yes. Yeah, because I hate these springs with the really short hooks. And if we just use this string, it's enough if we just put one spring, just to hold it. Like that. Okay. Now we know that this is all the way against this edge. And we just want to confirm that. So we moved it a little bit, right? Because it wiggles, it moves. All right. And now we take this. All right. It's going to be tricky. Okay, I can see it there. Okay. Okay, there you go. So now it's wrapped around this way. And now we just verify the alignment. And if it's good to go, we can cut. Oh yeah. Perfect. So okay, great. So when it is all the way against this, the strings are perfectly aligned with the pole pieces now. But the neck pocket is kind of loose, so let me see if this affects anything. Well, it's going to have to be like this. Okay, good. So I'm looking from above, straight from above right now. And this looks good to me. I do want to show you if I can. Where is it? Mirror. Okay. Okay, so we have this camera. Okay. And there you go. Right above. Okay, running perfectly, aligning with these. So we have a little bit of a parallax shift with the camera, right? But that's what we have. It's like that. So I think we're good. So what do we do next? I am going to do some routing now. That's the reasonable thing to do. So once again, we never know what it takes to, fix these things. But luckily, we are equipped and organized. I forgot to remove the spring. Only one. Okay, let's do some routing. And then once that's done, so I do need to remove both pickups because this cable is running through from this one. And I need to remove these screws, right? So it really bothers me that this pickup is tilted because he drilled with a hand drill, I think. It would appear. Yes, he did. So this repair is complicated. Oh, and then I wonder about these holes. So I can see that they are too big. Right. Anyway, let's think about this later. Okay. So now we prep the guitar for routing. I don't even need to remove the neck. Because, yeah. Okay. So let's put some tape here. Just like that. Okay, we have this prepped. Oh, and now we put some tape here and here. Okay, cool. I can just remove this tape and transfer it here. Yeah, so the pickup is against this, but we are routing into it, which means I want to move this tape a little bit away from it. That's it. Okay? And now I want to put some tape here and here. And here. Okay. Is this good enough? So I have 2 layers here and here and here, but only 1 layer here. I don't know. Let's see. All right. Where's that glue? Do we have enough? Barely, right? Okay, it'll work. I got just enough to make this happen. Mm-hmm. Okay, I think we're good. Uh-huh. So now we place this here. So now we need to align this perfectly here on this side. And we are going to take off the same amount from here and here, and then whatever it takes on the other side. Now this corner isn't going to look perfect because he routed into it. Maybe he had a bad experience, a kickback or something. Okay. So we let it dry. This is flush, right? So we need to open up this space here a little bit. So when you introduce a router, you introduce vibrations, right? And the vibrations can make the plate move and slide, which is why we want it to be dry. So we are going to finish this part of the project tonight, I'm happy to say. Set up the cameras and the vacuum cleaner. And that'll be my last project for the evening. I was going to do not one, but 2 live streams today. The other one would also involve some routing, but I am not going to do it. The other one is a modification of a bridge on an acoustic guitar. Actually, I was not going to live stream it. Sorry, I was going to record it for the channel. Sorry, my bad. Okay, we have this. I'm going to need to buy super glue, so I'm going to keep the cap here as a reminder that I need more super glue. And I don't need this tape. So we'll be able to... Oh yeah, what about the holes? So we have these screws and then the little screws, so they just pass through the holes. Look like that. Unbelievable. Look at that. Okay, so this is the short screws that I guess he should have used or could have used here. I'm not really sure. And then we have, he used these, so they also just passed through. But there were a whole bunch of splinters there. And that might have contributed to the pickup being misplaced. Now I understand this, yeah. Because you can see that these holes are not even drilled at a 90-degree angle. Look at that. And this one is at the other opposite angle. Look at that. Amazing. So, yeah, I have to think about this. I guess we need to just plug them with plugs. All right. And we have the router. So I need to set the height or depth. See, I prepared a whole bunch of these. I was going to build a template here. So this was going to go in the middle. But anyway, this is better. Okay. And now we can start. Let the fun begin. think I can move the camera off to the side. This is a better view. Okay, cool. All right, this is here. All good. Should we do it? Yeah, I don't see why not. Okay. We'll do it the same way in 3 passes. This is good. 3 or 4 passes. Oh, I made a mistake. I turned it on instead of releasing the, you see? Now, let's see. Touchdown. Okay. It's rubbing against the bottom. Okay, cool. Okay. So this looks good to me. All right, we remove it, right? And we can remove all this now. Making sure that we don't transfer any super glue onto the finish. That's it. All right, so now let's talk about these holes. So what we need to do is drill them out and plug them. That's a 1/2 inch dowel. So I have to see what I have available in Brooklyn. I'm not going to finish this tonight. It doesn't need to be a 1/2 inch. Or I might have to go to the Home Depot and buy some. But I think I have a bunch of, at home. Not sure. Or should we put splinters like he did? That'll work. So here, now it looks nice and smooth. So where's the neck pickup? Is this it? Neck, yeah. So I do have some foam. I'm going to cut new pieces. So I might as well use all new screws. As intended by the manufacturer of these pickups. Okay. So I'm going to have to chop up some foam. I'm not going to do this tonight. Maybe this goes here for now. Okay, but as we know, the screws aren't gonna grab it into the wood, right? But that's it. So we have the two pickups installed, kind of. Yeah, we do need fresh foam for this one. It's not springing back enough. Okay, All right. Oh, I forgot to take pictures for the forum. Let's take some pictures like this. It's fine. Okay. I'm tired. I'm going to go soon. Gonna wrap it up for the night. We can't finish this tonight anyway. But we made good progress. And that counts. So you know what I'm thinking? Just for tonight, it would be good to screw it in, right? So if I put some splinters there. Oh yeah, I was going to do another live stream today for a Gibson acoustic J45 or something. I can't remember. Fracture repair. What am I looking for? The box. Here it is. No? Oh, the screws. Here. All right. So what do we stuff inside of those things? So we're going to have to plug them. I mean, I can see as I look down that this hole is drilled at an angle. So let me show you. Okay, the mirroring, why isn't it working? Okay, so look at that. So if I look down on this hole, you can see that it's at an angle. Right, that's the angle. And this is down. So you can see the sidewall of this. So it's been drilled at an angle like this. Not quite as much, but yeah. So it's not at a 90-degree. That's what I see. Right. It is what it is. Okay, kids. All right, so I'm gonna wrap it up. I only have 4 people watching anyway. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this channel. Why it isn't being picked up by anyone. I mean, yeah, I'm not too worried about this channel because, you know, it's for my customers to watch me work on their guitars. But it would be good to have, you know, a bigger audience every now and then. And, yeah. I do need to thank 2 people, Dr. Kenneth Sharp and Dr. Slam RN. They signed up for channel memberships for this channel to support. So yeah, So that's, yeah, part of the deal. I mentioned that. Okay, so I think I will put some toothpicks or something there just so I can screw this in. Let me see what I got. Oh, look at this. I do have these dowels. Huh. Okay. So, maybe I should use this instead of this. I think that's better. Do I have a smaller size? I might. Not in this box. So this is good. So this is 1/2 inch and this is 3/8. I think this is better than this. And I might have smaller ones. Gotta look. Should I just continue working on this? Oh, look at this. 1/4 inch. Yeah, I think I'll use these. 1/4 inch dowels. Plugs. I am tempted to just keep working. 10. We can't avoid this. Oh, it's so thin. This part is so thin. I think we need to use the bigger ones then. Yeah, so the way we want to do this is we want to use the router to cut them flush once we're done. And look, he didn't, you know, there's blowout here, wood blowout. It's just like, should I just do it now? Then I can glue them in. And next time we just route out, I mean, we just kind of like use the router to cut them flush. Maybe. I think so. I think I'll do that. I keep changing my mind. Don't be mad at me. But we need to use the bigger ones. 3/8. I have one here that's cut short. All right. And yeah. Why don't we do that? So this is what I want to do. I'm thinking. Okay. So I just prepared these two small plugs like this, short. They were already cut short, and I just need to enlarge these holes. So let's remove this pickup. And let's put something here. This plate. And we need something here. Let's see what we got. So if I had a couple of pieces of plywood, which I don't, let me see. This is why it's difficult to do these projects here. This is a really small shop. I don't have everything that I need here. This piece of plywood. Yeah, man, look at that. Okay, so we'll put it here, just like that. And it'll be pushing against the board. And I will just put some tape. Here. Okay. Is this completely flush? Not 100%, right? So maybe I put something there. Something. I don't know what yet. Oh, I know. This. Okay. Like that. That's it. Okay. That's good. And now let's do some drilling. I put this under the headstock. And we need the drill bits. I have them right here. So this is the assortment of drill bits. How many sizes? 115 or 16 sizes? 115 or 116, something like that. Or maybe I'm making this up, I don't know. But we have them right here. So why is this not working now? Okay, this is it. And what is this? Alphabetical. So we need to find the 3/8 drill bit, which is on this side. 3/8. Where is that? 3/8 is this one, but we got to work our way towards that size. So we start with a smaller one. And, you know, I am going to be drilling into the pre-existing holes, so not on the drill press. So this would be better done on a drill press, but then I would need to take this body away. And my computer is running low on battery. Okay, so I am going to just follow the trajectory of the existing holes. So it's going to be a little bit at an angle. Yeah, like that. All right, let's do that. All right. That's how he drilled it. You see? Because now I'm using the same size drill bit. Look at that. So let me remove this drill bit. I mean, this is so crooked. I'm using a slightly bigger drill bit, but it's following the hole. And now this hole, like that. Unbelievable. Okay, and now I just go step by step. So I don't think I need to explain what I'm doing, but I'm enlarging these holes. And like I said, I'm following the trajectory. So let me just insert this one here. Okay. And let me take the bigger size on this one. That's how crooked these holes are. And then you have a misaligned pickup. So this is now 15/64, this one. It's one size smaller than a quarter of an inch. And this is 1/4 of an inch. Okay, so now that's 1/4 inch hole. So now I guess let's think about this. Let me vacuum it. We could use the 1/4 inch plugs. Or we could keep drilling bigger. And then we need to drill the small holes into the plugs. Now, if I want to drill them straight, I'm going to have to do it on a drill press. I'm going to have to take this to the other shop. So I am reluctant to use the smaller ones because oh man. Yeah, I think we should just keep drilling. Man, I almost drilled into my bench. Let me put another piece of MDF before I drill into my bench. Look at that. I almost drilled through. I'm thinking, I guess we could do it either way. I don't know. What do you think, guys? I'm inclined to just keep drilling and have bigger, stronger plugs. Okay, now the point of no return. Now I gotta keep drilling. It's clogged up. Oh, it's not clogged up. This is just a very, very slim piece of wood right there. So my block moved. Yeah. This is very, very shallow. Okay. So I made the right decision to keep drilling. And that little block is moving now. left and right. Okay. How many more? 1, 2, 3, 4, and then 5. Yeah, we wouldn't want to have just a small 1/4-inch plug there. We really need something more substantial. I wonder if we should use epoxy. Two more sizes. Last one, 3/8. But before we drill it, let me just make sure, yeah. Okay, we're done with the drilling. Let's clean up and let's have a look. Okay, I didn't drill into my bench, that's good news. And let's vacuum this. Okay. So I think it would be better to use epoxy for this. Let me see. I do have epoxy. That's why I have it. And this isn't the only epoxy I have. I have different options. Let me see here. Plastic epoxy? No. Wood epoxy. That sounds like a good idea. it fits snugly. Gonna have to hammer it in a little bit, which is good. And on the other side, well, there's tear from before. There was that whole splinter, you know, which is one of the reasons why I think epoxy is the way to go. Because we can fill all those gaps. Oh, I see. So this is for the cable, for the lead wire. Uh-huh. Oh, man. Okay. So, yeah, epoxy. Now I need something to stir it with. And a little palette. And I threw away everything today. Oh, here I have this thing. That'll work. Okay, where I put that wood epoxy? Right here. If it's still good. We'll soon find out. Here. Oh, come on. Oh, that's not equal amounts. So this seems to be clogged up a little bit. Okay. Why did this happen? Oh, come on. Maybe this is no longer good. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. Looks like it dried up here at the tip a little bit. Yeah, I don't like the consistency of this. So we're not going to use this one. Going to throw it away. I will use the other epoxy. Let's throw this away. You can't count on it, so so now I messed up this thing. All right. So let's just mix up some of this epoxy. This is a slow, it's a 30-minute epoxy, I think. Yeah. -30-minute, yeah. So we got decent open time. Just a little more. So equal amount. All right. And now what I do is I put them together and let them settle. And then I see if there's a same amount left inside. So, but I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good. Let's just mix it up and get it over with. I want to put something, a piece of paper or something underneath. Let me see. What do I have? Some kind of recycled paper. Yeah, right this. Okay. All right. Now we're mixing. We got decent open time with this one. So we don't need to freak out. It's not going to get stiff very, like right away, right? It's a 30-minute epoxy. And I'm not going to even clean up, squeeze out, because, like I said, we're going to clean up with the router at a later day. Okay. This piece here chipped off, so we're going to fill it with epoxy. And on the other side as well. So that chipped off, that was already like that. We saw that. Okay, and now we prep these. And I'm really not worried if I get everything messy, because we are going to use the router to clean up everything. Okay. Yeah, so it was the right decision to use the bigger plugs for sure. Ah. So either this hole is a little bit tighter or this plug is a little bit wider, or both. And you can see how it goes in at an angle. Okay. I'm going to clean this a little bit, but I'm not going to clean the bottom. Okay. And now let's have a look at this side. Yeah. Again, we can flood it a little bit around. So we discovered things about this guitar. This is why, you know, with guitars, especially handmade guitars, you can't really know what it's going to take to do a simple job like install a pickup. You just never know. But the good news is that this will finally be all resolved, because you know, the customer, he's a repeat customer here. Hold on, let me put this here. It really bothered him that the pickup was not aligned with the strings and all that. That was really not good. All right, so the epoxy is doing its thing. Yeah. So I'm not going to assemble anything. We'll just leave it like this. And then once this is completely solidified, I'm just going to go with the router and just route off the, you know, the protrusions, and just make it nice and flush on both sides. I might have to remove this wire and the claw just so I don't hit it with the router bit, but I don't know yet. We'll see. We'll see. That'll be next time. Yeah, we've come a long way. There's other work to be done, but I'm only going to do live streams for the pickup install. The other work is just standard work, if you know what I mean. Okay, we got 3 people watching. And I did scan this neck with a 3D scanner. I was analyzing and over-analyzing this neck. So, and the customer knows that. I told him it was used for research purposes, research and development, R&D of the new software, FretLab Pro. Let me check the battery. Yeah, 3 bars. It's still good. All right, so now cleanup time. Okay. I'm happy. Are you guys happy? Was it a good show? I know I wasn't too talkative, but you know, I'm not a social butterfly. I don't go out and talk and talk and talk, so I'm not really the right, I don't have the right personality for live streams. At least, I don't think I do. I mean, they work out okay, but it's kind of not my thing. I mean, I like to watch good live streams, but it's not my thing to be doing live streams. Okay, so this goes here. So I don't know when we'll be seeing this guitar again. What is today? Saturday. All right, so give it a couple of days. I like to give epoxy, especially the slow curing epoxy, at least 2 days to completely solidify and settle, especially because we'll be routing it, okay? So if it's a little bit sticky and all, and you're routing it, it's not going to be fabulous. So we let it do its thing. And then I'm going to have to take this body, or I could bring a drill press here. I've been thinking about that because I do have a small one. But no, that's not going to work. The small one doesn't reach far enough from the vertical column to here. So I have to do this on my milling machine. That might be why he probably doesn't have a drill press that is big enough or something to drill holes from this edge to here. That's probably why he drilled by hand. And you can do that. You can drill by hand, but you need to make a guide. And I might just do that instead of bringing the guitar to the other shop and just, you know, doing more work. I do have these little blocks. Sometimes I make these little blocks. You've seen me do it on the channel. So this is one example here. So these are for a different diameter. I think this is for 3/8 drill bit. So if you keep this like that and you drill it with a handheld drill, it's going to align. Well, this is, you know, too small, but it's going to keep it in a vertical alignment. This is another one, right? So I can make something like this to go inside. Hold it like that. Let me show you. Hold it like that and drill it with the hand drill. I might do that. I'm leaning in that direction now. Sorry. Oh, I posted on Instagram today few stories. I don't do stories every day anymore. It's a lot of work. Let me see. And, oh yeah, so I need to take a picture for the forum. So do you guys know about the forum? The Guitar Quackery forum? It's guitarquackery.forum. Right? So I give free technical advice on that forum. It might be worth your time. Let me see how many people watched my first story already. 85 people. Dr. Influencer watched it. She's an actual doctor. I met her. She's a German doctor. Who else watched it that I know personally? I mean, I do recognize some people. I recognize their avatars. Yeah, I do recognize the people. Okay, no problem. What about the reel that I posted? I posted it as a trial reel. Let's see. 217 people, not that many. Why? Okay, kids, I'm cleaning up, as you can tell. So this goes here. Okay, I'm gonna have to clean up off camera. I'm gonna keep it horizontal for another, well, it's a 30-minute epoxy, so after 30 minutes it's no longer workable. Yeah. So I'll keep it horizontal for another 10 minutes or so, and then I'll put it in the case and it goes over there into the storage facility, high security storage facility. I got some interesting projects. I am finishing the I need to finish this thing, the neck reset. So if you watched the last live stream of this, you know, these shims are not adequate, they're too thin, so I made 2 more maple shims, and I'm going to glue them on top of these, so a few layers of shims is actually even better than 1 layer, as long as it's you know, properly done. And you know, I'm going to make a whole bunch of these little things and bring them here as well. So let me put this here. And I need to clean up this thing. All right, so this is all part of the project, I guess. Yeah, so I've been planning to start. I already started recording another channel, right? I've been talking about it for a year now. Guitar Quackery Business, for a business channel. Because It's going to be easier to monetize that one, and the ads will pay more on a business channel. And people need the information, right? So, a bunch of good reasons to do it. What do I do with the old pickups? So I don't want to put them together, like I said. So this is one of them. Oh, they're framing pickups. Okay. But different ones. So there's this guy on YouTube, right, that I think we all know of, Dylan, that makes pickups. He says he makes the best P90s. I don't know much about P90s, but okay, if he says so. Then there's bare knuckle pickups. And then there's, what's the other boutique brand? Well, there's a few, right? All right, so these are the old pickups. The old bridge. I've been thinking about making pickups. Maybe now, if I start this thing with my with this potential partner, I don't know. I already talked to her about that. I mean, I talked to her. I mentioned it. I talked a lot about many things. So I have some guitars that I want to build. That I haven't had time to finish building or developing. And I don't want to say what it is. One of them. It would be a very popular guitar for some people. So yeah. And then did I show you the little fractional guitars for kids? So I've been developing a music program for young learners. And the problem is there are no good guitars for kids. Not really. Especially electric guitars. So you can get exceptionally well-made violins for kids. You know, it's a long tradition of teaching, learning young kids. But electric guitars, those so-called junior guitars, they use hardware from, you know, regular size hardware. Well, that just doesn't work. Sorry to break the news, but that's, you know, not good. So the string spread across a regular size bridge for a kid proportionally is the same as for us what a string spread would be on a 6-string bass. And if we just put guitar strings on a 6-string bass, we wouldn't be able to play guitar even if we already know how to play. So imagine kids that don't know how to play. So those junior guitars are, you know, whatever. But anyway, I've been developing junior guitars for kids, and they are very different. Now there's this company called Lug as well, but they don't do what I do. Now I already have a bunch of them built, like a bunch of them. I think I showed one or two here during a live stream once or twice. Sorry, too sudden. But yeah, so I want to build a whole bunch of those. And I actually have a whole bunch of them. Like I said, I have a whole bunch of them built. And I have even more half made. And I showed them. Yeah, I showed them on Instagram. That's right. Because if you teach young kids, then you have customers forever, right? And yeah. Okay. So this needs to be stored somewhere safe. How about right here? Why? It's not going to go anywhere. And then we have a whammy bar. These things. Retro parts. So this belongs here. Okay. That's it. And the two pickups, I have to figure out how to store them. So, we ended up not needing this. Anyway, I'll need them another day for something else. Yeah. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Okay, kids, good night. I gotta go. I'm tired. Good night.